So moving to London then, with your vocal. So what did you first sort of learn about with the course and stuff? It's quite a unique course, quite a niche course by the sounds of it. It's not just musical studies, is it? It's vocal performance. So.
Yes, so it's like you get like band practice and how to like communicate within a band and do it professionally, and then you get like we've had like in-ear lessons, and that's so weird. Have you ever done in-ear?
I use them, yeah.
We're just starting to use them, yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
There's so much to it though.
I can hear every single mistake that my voice makes, and I'm like, this is awful. Yeah. And then I listen back, and I'm like, it actually doesn't even sound that bad.
It's one of them as well where I was having this discussion yesterday because I'm still getting used to them. I've spent quite a lot of money on these in-ears. They're very good, very high fidelity.
Ones.
Yeah, but like you say, you hear everything. And sometimes it's like when you sing louder and the higher notes, it's a bit strange in your ears as well, isn't it? It's
so
like,
weird.
If the level's wrong, you just start to hear distortion. You're like, I hope that's not coming through on the...
Yeah, you literally don't know, But I feel like with my gigs, I love like talking to the audience so much that I don't think I could. I'd constantly be taking them out and putting them back in again.
That's what we're dabbling with is the, what you call them, ambience mics. You point a microphone out and feed it into your ears.
Oh, really?
So then you pick up the room, because that's what you get, innit? You're in this bubble, aren't you? And you can't hear any of the audience. So if someone like throws a one-liner at you or something and you can't respond to it as much.
You've no idea.
But yeah, so what did you sort of start learning when you first got to uni then?
So when we got to uni, we started learning the business side of things, because that's like such a hard thing to wrap your head around. Like, do you know, like royalties and things like that, and getting contracts and Spotify and how to get your music out there. And we started learning that, and that was actually really interesting because it's you don't even like know, you just think, oh, I'm going to put a song out and I'm going to get money from it, but actually it's so much more than that. It's like you have to get this many streams to even get any money on it, but then also it's like you only get about 10p anyway. Like if you get 1,000 streams, you're not getting as much money as you would think.
What is it numerically? Is it like
I think it's like 0.010p or something like that. It's not even that.
How many plays?
For that's per play.
Oh,
so
right.
When you're
0.010p,
it's something like that. It's not.
So it's not even like one penny.
No, it's not a penny a play.
It's like a
but I think with Spotify, someone explained it to me. If you own your own masters and publishing, then you get £1 every 1,000 plays on it. So effectively, it ends up working out at roughly about £3 every 1,000 plays if you own all your copyrights and everything. So it is a bit.
It's good and it's not, because there's statistics on the Spotify website where it's like, I think it said like 10% of our artists earn over 5 mil just on Spotify. But I'm like, that's like you Beyonce. That's Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. That's Justin Bieber. Like no young like small artist is
10% sounds quite big though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, but then if you think about it, they've got about 4.5 billion artists on there, so it's not much in hindsight. But I think it's just about getting it out there. And I've gone through a phase where I'm like, when my song comes out, I'm just gonna print off loads of like pre-save things and just put them around every like tube station in London, and just like every lamppost I can see, because I always stop and look at them and then just like, oh, let me just see what this is about.
Do they have like a QR code on it or something?
Yeah, you can just scan it,
and then you can see like there'll be a preview clip of it on there for
I'm fully going to do that as like obnoxious and vain as that is. I'm like, I just want my music.
It's funny you should say that, because I've literally had that same thought about our podcast, because I've just started printing these QR code posters. I put one in my mum and dad's shop that's just down the road,
that's such a good
and I thought,
idea.
why don't I just stick him in random places around Chorley and then make like a video of it or something, like, can you find him or whatever. It's like, who's going to go out there hunting on a Monday afternoon?
A kid's treasure hunt like that.
Actually, I'd fully do that. That'd be so fun.
So do they on this course, are they sort of preparing you? So say like you're just I know you're not a cover singer, but is it more for the original artists? Is that more what the course is for? Are you saying about royalties and stuff?
Yeah, it depends. So like they train you to be. They ask you what you want to do. So if you want to be a session musician, there'll be a part of the course for that. If you want to just be a solo artist, there'll be a part of the course for that. A recording artist. So it's quite good because there's so many different pathways you can go down. Like as a singer, I could be a ghost vocalist where I just give somebody my voice, but like another singer would take it as their own.
I see.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like if there's a song that like a singer can't do, like they can't do like a bit of a key, like they would pay somebody to sing that.
Oh really? I didn't even know that existed.
It's like ghost vocalists. So like you would pay somebody to imitate that singer, but also hit that note.
So even just like a second snippet of a song?
Yeah, it could just be like...
So they sing 99% of it, but there's just that one part that needs...
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Is that what happens when, like, you know, when shops don't pay for the PRS license and then you can tell it's someone else singing, like, that popular song?
I think
Is it that sort
maybe,
of thing? Yeah.
Or it's more popular for, like, people that have written, like, songwriters, and if they've sold that song to somebody else and the person that they've sold it to can't quite hit that note, the songwriter will come in and just be like, this is how it's meant to sound. Yeah. And you could do that, but I don't want to do that. Or you could be like just like a session musician, like I say, and just go in for like recording studios and do bits and give ideas of different songs. Or they train you to be like a solo artist where you just sing like your own gigs and like play for your own audience and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But they do just teach you like everything. There's been parts where I'm just like, this is like mind numbing and this is so boring and I don't need to do this. Like I'm more of the business side, but I guess it's worth it in the long run.
I mean, even for social media marketing and stuff like that. You have to do that really. So
one of my tutors is called Chris Cavelio. I can't remember his last name. He's like the greatest social media marketing person that I've ever met. Like he knows everything about it, like the ins and outs, and he's got his own blog that he writes about all the stuff on. And I like take every word that he says as like gold dust because I'm like, I need this so badly because I'm crap on social media, like. Because I'm such a grandma, and you wouldn't even expect it because I'm only like 19. I'm so bad with social media, like I can't even do it.
I'm the same. It's not even that I'm bad at it. I just can't be arsed with it.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm trying, like with TikTok, I'm trying to get that out there, and I do a lot of like come with me's and stuff. Yeah. But I'm just like, is anybody even bothered? Like I'm bothered, but is anybody else?
You've got to convince yourself that they are.
This the delusionism then, isn't it? Because like everybody's obsessed with me. This needs to be out there.
Yeah. Is there any tips for listeners that you've picked up from the social media marketer that you can share with us that you think people would find useful? Well, don't give away the secret. I don't know really, but
I think it is just like the delusionalism of like people, like you feel like nobody wants to hear you, but also like so many people do. Like, because even I'll do it sometimes where I have a friend from home who's like got quite big on TikTok, and she does like day in the lives, and I'm like so interested. I'm like, what's she doing today? Like, I need to see this. It's so interesting. And then I like forget that, like, wait a minute, that's like what I'm doing. Like there is people that are interested in what you're doing, and it's not just like you're not just doing it for yourself. Like there will be a market of people that do want to watch what you're doing and like are interested in your stuff. So I think that's probably
absolutely
the biggest one.
So were you songwriting before you went to uni?
I did songwrite, but I like dabbled. So like my song that's coming out in September, I wrote that literally I think about 4 years ago, and I got music with it, but I've never actually really thought about doing anything with it until I went to uni.
So it's been 4 years in the making. You've had that idea sat there.
Yeah, and it's just always been like, should I, shouldn't I? And then I got to uni, and we have like all the recording studios just available to use, and I met.
You can just pop in, can you?
And, you book it, and you can just pop in. Like they're in partnership with the Metropolis Studios. I don't know if you know where that is. Wow. And oh my God, I went there the other day. It was like the best day of my life.
Like kid in a sweet shop sort of stuff.
I walked because I went on the Tuesday, and on the Monday, Harry Styles had posted that he'd been there with Elton John, and I was like, I missed him by 12 hours. Like, what the hell? And that was like a crazy moment. We went in with it was like a pop-up like session with Bill and Ted. They're like producers. They do like house music. And they like invited a few of us in, and we went, and it was like this is the Spotify studio and this is the Amazon Music studio. Wow. I was like, what the hell is this? This is like so crazy. Wow. So yeah, there is just, you can book the Metropolis studio as well if you want to sing in it, but it's like always like full up.
Yeah.
But the ones in uni are like just as good. They're really good. So, and then I met a few producers and we just got on really well. So we've kind of like done it. The songs just come alive from that.
So is that part of the course, or is that kind of like extracurricular kind of?
It's not the writing of the songs isn't part of it and the making of the music, but it is like basically you'd be pointless if you went and there was all this stuff and you didn't use it.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I mean I had no interest in doing it now, but I studied. I mean, I'm nearly 30 now, but when I was 18, I studied journalism at uni.
Oh, did you?
And that was at Salford Quays, you know, where all the, what's it called? I should know. I studied there. Media City.
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't have, it was obviously ITV, BBC, all these, but we were just put in a building, like, to study, and you never got access to any of that stuff. So it's cool how you actually are able to.
Though.
Oh, it was awful, yeah, it was crap, but that's another thing for another day, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's good that you're actually getting access to these things.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's really good. Like, I wouldn't have done as much as what I'm doing now if we didn't have the space, and especially with like the people is a big thing as well. Like knowing the people as well is like crazy. Like one of my tutors at uni. Oh my God, Brian Henry. I don't know if you know him, but in my mind, he's such a legend. He's like I was like starstruck when I met him. Like he was on Top of the Pops 1991.
Right.
Like he's a pianist and he's worked with like Stevie. He's not worked. He's worked with the Jacksons and like I don't know if you know. Do you know Omar? It's like that. There's nothing like this. It's a song.
I'm not sure. Is Omar an artist?
Yeah. He's one of my. That song is one of my favourite songs on the planet.
Right, okay.
I get the impression I've heard him, but
I'm thinking of somebody else.
A lot of people have heard him, but like they've heard his music, but they don't know that it's him.
Yeah.
This is going to sound ridiculous. Who sang Icebox?
Icebox?
I swear that was Omar or Omarion or something like that, but it's probably not the same. Is he more soulful? Is he? Is it?
He's like.
Right, it
he's
won't
like
be the same thing then.
Soul, yeah. But like. And he's worked with like Soul to Soul.
Right.
He's worked with so many people, and like what he says to me, I'm just like in awe all the time. So yeah, it's definitely about like the people that you know as well. Because I'm constantly like he's worked with so many people, and every time I see he's worked with somebody else, I'm like, oh, just slip my name in there, please. I'm like, Brian, just tell him that you know someone really good, and tell him like with Omar, like he's got pictures on his Instagram with Omar, and I'm like, Brian, please tell him that you know me. Like I want to meet this guy.
Has he ever pop your name in there?
Has he? No, he don't even care. He's like, he's not even, because to him it's just like his mate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's such a cool guy. What the hell?
It seems like on this course, so you're really inside the industry.
Oh
almost.
yeah, massively.
Do you find that like inspiring? Obviously, you will find it inspiring, but is it also a bit overwhelming as well because you're surrounded by probably all these multi-talented people?
Well, yeah, because I've always been like even at college, I was with a lot of like really talented people, but I've always been like, I don't want to say like the top, but like I've always been like a big fish in a small pond. Whereas like here, it's like everybody is like just as talented as me, and it's like wow. At first I was overwhelmed because I was like, what if I'm not good enough to be here? Like, do I just need to stick in my own lane? But now I'm just like, everybody feels the same. Like they all feel the same as me, because I've spoken to so many people and they were like, oh well, she's more talented than me and I don't sound like that, so maybe I shouldn't be here. Everybody feels the same, so it's just like I'm not bothered anymore.
I think that's the thing. When you get into that mindset, I think I learnt to go, well, I can do that and they can't do that. So everyone's got a Achilles heel.
Niche, yeah, absolutely. And that's like something you have to like play on it as well, because it's like finding like the unique part of you, like as an artist, like what you're unique for is actually quite difficult, and finding like who you are as a singer. Yeah. Like I feel like I'm only just learning who I actually am as like an artist, and I'm still quite young anyway, so it's like it is difficult, but once you get it, it's like you have to just run with it. The
other thing is, I think you've kind of got to eliminate that competition part, because you're not competing against them.
Absolutely. As much as you feel like you should be. Yeah. But it's also like we're all here to learn the same thing. Yeah. And like whoever makes it, and whoever doesn't, like you're
still set up for a career in music regardless. So,
everybody's getting the same amount of like help. It's just whoever uses that right and takes it the right way.
So do you feel like the course is designed to help you succeed? I know it sounds stupid, but a lot of these uni courses feel like they just go through the motions and stuff. Whereas,
I mean, sometimes you do think like, is this really like, is this necessary? Am I even doing anything here? Like, is
it
this
a tick
helping
box?
me? Yeah,
Yeah, tick box,
Tick
yeah.
box. Am I just like another name on a register? But then. I think about like the facilities that I get to use that maybe aren't in the course, but I've got them at my hands all the time, and the people that I've met, you just think it's worth it.
Definitely.
Even if I don't feel like it right now, it's definitely gonna be worth it at some point.
Absolutely. So.